Well, the opioid epidemic claims 200 lives every day. And today, Congressman Nick Langworthy visited the southern tier to discuss the growing opioid crisis.
And WENY's Max Coben is live in the studio tonight with more on what Congressman Langworthy says needs to be done. Max?
Nick and Renata, good evening to you. According to the CDC, fentanyl is 50 to 100 times stronger than morphine. Now, one sugar packet just like this, if filled with fentanyl, could contain enough to kill 2,000 people.
Community, because the fentanyl that is produced by the Chinese, sold to the Mexican cartels, has been muled into this country, and we see it across the southern tier. It is destroying families.
Fentanyl is the leading cause of opioid-related death for people between the ages of 18 and 49. Lawmakers in Congress are working to change that. In May, the House passed the Halt Fentanyl Act. This bill classifies the drug as a Schedule I controlled substance, this giving law enforcement the tools they need to fight the fentanyl epidemic.
I mean, you name it, and it's being laced with fentanyl for higher effects, and people are losing their lives. It's cutting across all walks of life, all socioeconomic scales. No one, no matter how wealthy they are, how poor they are, what job they have, whatever. I know people that have been touched by this crisis. It's one of the greatest crises we face as Americans.
Fentanyl is being cut into other drugs like heroin and now even marijuana.
But you really have to ask yourself questions as to what is the source of what you're about to take into your body, because you could be taking your life into your own hands with a simple decision.
Congressman Langworthy said law enforcement can only slap a person on the wrist and they are back out dealing with only an appearance ticket. Stronger federal laws would create stricter penalties.
You see an awful lot of young faces in those obituary pages. And it's heartbreak, and there's parents left behind, and there's broken families in a broken community.
Nick and Renata, the congressman is now calling on the U.S. Senate to pass legislation. He says no matter your political stance, the country should be unified in ending the fentanyl epidemic.